Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and this class will be a discussion class on amusement parks. We will go over some idioms. Actually, we won't. We'll be going over some vocabulary words that are used specifically at amusement parks. We will discuss the amusement parks that you've been to, and we will also discuss and talk about amusement parks that you may want to actually um, uh, make. So we will be actually creating our own amusement park. Let me show you the material real quick. So first of all, we will do a warm-up discussion on amusement parks and where you have been. Then we will do some vocabulary activities using these words and make sure everybody knows what these words are because these are typical words used at amusement parks. Then we will create our own theme park. So we'll talk about where a theme park should be, and then we will discuss, have a discussion about these theme parks and amusement parks. So that is the plan for today. So I look forward to working with whoever comes to the class today and helping them improve their English. So the learning goals today, is to learn vocabulary related to amusement parks, and then practice speaking to increase your fluency. So that is the plan for today. So we will be discussing amusement parks. Go ahead and stop this. And just to introduce myself a little, my name is Holly, and I am a native English teacher from Idaho in the United States, where I was born and raised. I lived there for most of my life. Since I started teaching English in 1994, I have lived in South Korea and also in Finland. I lived in Finland most recently, and I lived there for 11 years, so I talk about that a lot. Let's see, I've been back in the States for 5 years now, and so now feel officially an American again after being abroad for so long. Let's see, I've been teaching online since 2006, so I was around in the beginning and I've seen a lot of different companies and the way they've done that, and so that's really a neat experience to have been in an industry from the beginning. That's a little bit about me. Anyway, today's topic will be on amusement parks. Hello, and Alexander, how are you this morning?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you great. Yeah, and what time do you leave for work, by the way?
It's sometime day, sometime night.
Oh, okay, so you have a different schedule. Okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Right, that's why sometimes I see you during this time and sometimes I don't. That makes sense.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, how was your day yesterday?
Pretty good. Just usual, some learning, some uh, chores.
hmm Just regular errands and things you have
Yes.
to do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Excellent. Yeah. And I think for me yesterday, I took a day off of teaching. I think I taught 1 hour and that was it. So, and
I saw. Yeah.
so yeah, and it was an a day I needed to take a break. So I'll be doing that
Yes.
next Tuesday as well. So
It's necessary. Yeah, sometimes definitely.
yeah, especially when you're self-employed, you end up working more than you I do when you have your own, just a regular job for somebody else. So, yeah, excellent. So, so anyway, what's the weather like right now in Russia?
It's again quite warm.
Is it?
Yeah, it's for this time year. It's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Now I even opened my window
Oh, really?
because yes, it's very strange. You can wear not winter outfit, just autumn
A
outfit.
jacket.
Yeah, like jacket and
Uh-huh.
even maybe without hat. But
Wow.
maybe wind is cold, but like autumn,
Yeah. Yeah.
snow melt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. We don't have any snow anymore either. Our snow left just in the last day or so. We did, but we are still cold, but not. We're probably as warm as you are. So, but it feels colder. We are at. It says 1.7 degrees Celsius, but it feels like -1. So,
It depends on
so
humidity. Yeah.
yeah. So is that kind of where you are as well?
Uh, my in browser it show me it +1, but I think
Mm.
it more warmer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how sometimes it feels like that. I used to when I was in Finland, if it was any time above about 5 degrees or above, I would call it a Scandinavian heat wave. So, because it felt hotter, it felt warmer, when it wasn't -0. So
The
anyway,
last maybe 3 years in Russia, winter only when really um, strong weather, -20 or even 30. It's only 3 weeks
wow, that's
in
really,
whole winter. Yeah.
huh. I wonder if that is similar in Finland and Sweden and Norway as well.
Yes, yes, I think so.
So, hi Fausto, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, good. Yay. We got
Hello. Sorry.
we got your microphone working the first time. So,
Yeah, finally.
yeah, excellent. But okay, let me see if I remember what country you're from. You are from,
Uh-huh.
okay, no, you're not from Argentina.
Uh,
You're
Not
from
at all.
Italy. No, are you from Italy?
No, at all.
No,
I am
Colombia,
very close to you.
Mexico.
That's right.
Mexico. Okay. I was like, Argentina. No, that's somebody else that I had to go through. So, yeah. Are you from Mexico City, or where exactly in Mexico are you?
Well, I am living right now. I am living in a city called Guadalajara.
Ah,
It's
I've heard of
not.
that.
Yes, that's right. It's not very close to Mexico City,
Uh-huh.
but it's I don't know how can I say. It's
Is it a
if you
popular
are Yes, it's one of the most popular important cities here in Mexico.
yeah, it's a popular tourist destination, right?
Yes, I think that Puerto Vallarta is one of the most important points here in talking about tourism.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's why I've heard a lot about it is because when people go down to Mexico, that's one of the areas they go. Because that's closer to the border, right? Or closer to the ocean?
Guadalajara or
Yeah,
Mexico?
Guadalajara. Guadalajara.
Guadalajara, well, if you are using car, you need to
Uh-huh.
spend at least around 2 hours and a half or
Uh-huh.
three. It depends on your velocity that you are using with the car.
Okay. Yeah. I have heard about it though, so it must be quite popular. And then Alexander, you're in Moscow area. You're outside of Moscow, right?
70 kilometers on south side.
Wow. And you commute to Moscow sometimes for your work?
Yes, yes.
Wow, that's a huge commute. Um, that's very long. And you
Uh,
drive halfway and then take the bus the rest, right?
uh, the way includes bus, metro, and uh, and train.
Wow. At least you can sleep on the way, so you're
Yes,
not
yes,
driving the whole
yes.
time.
I have hour and a half.
That you can just kind of. At least
Yes,
that's what I
yes.
used to do. This last time when I drove, and it kind of sucked in that respect. So, so hello, David. How are you?
Hello, Holly. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too. So, have you had a good evening since I last saw you?
Yes, the last time, yes, I attend some classes.
Uh-huh.
I working out a little bit, and I saw Master Chef, that is a TV program,
Oh, uh-huh.
and I am again here.
Okay, excellent. Yeah. I thought about doing the dishes. I played some video games. Right now the game I'm playing a lot is Words with Friends. It's like a Scrabble type word game. And
Oh, Scrabble. Okay.
yeah. And so I played that, and then what else? And then I recorded a class. I'm
Mm-hmm.
for I do a project with another project where I am in the class and I'm recording for other teachers. So I did that, and then I'm here. So
I'm
and then I
teaching,
think I
teaching
also
a
went to the
lot.
grocery store as well, or something like that. I think took a couple errands, but so. Yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. So we have Fausto from Mexico, David from Colombia, Alexander from Russia, and we are going to talk about amusement parks today. So first of all, do you guys like going to amusement parks?
Yes, a lot.
Do you, David? How about you,
Yes,
Fausto?
for sure.
Fausto, do you like going to amusement parks? Fausto?
Hello?
Okay, yes. Do you like going to amusement parks?
Yes, I do.
Okay, excellent. Alexander, do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay, yeah. It's funny, this is the third time that I've taught this lesson at Verbling, and every single time I open up my PowerPoint and I have 2 pages that are full and all the rest are completely empty. So I'm like, oh, I have to write it over. So I went ahead and made this PowerPoint, and it's completely different than the last time. If you were in this or if you watched this class 3 months ago. It's completely different. So, um, so the first question I have for you guys today, we'll start with Alexander. Alexander, have you ever visited an amusement park? If so what was it called and where was it?
Yes, I visited 1,000 times because in town where I was born, there is an amusement park.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, I think it has no name, just amusement park, but in Russia, in
Oh,
Russian.
there's
Amusement
no
park,
name at all.
just it. Yes, no name.
Oh, wow. And it's close to where you live then?
Uh, Now I live in different place, but
Mm-hmm.
I often go to my hometown where I was born, and I always go there.
Okay. Okay, excellent. David, how about you? Have you ever visited an amusement park? If so, what was it called and where was it?
Yes, Holly. I have visited uh, like 3 or 4 times an amusement park. It was here in Bogotá. Was was in Bogotá. I don't know how to describe in what part.
Mm,
There are three that are the most famous. The names are in Spanish are Salitre Mágico and Mundo Aventura, and I like it so much.
okay. All right. And so they were famous. That's the names are what? What was it
The
called?
names are in Spanish.
Oh, a Spanish name. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's what I thought were saying, but I wasn't sure. So,
Yes,
okay. Well, Fausto probably understood you. So,
maybe.
yeah. Fausto, how about you? Have you ever visited an amusement park? If so, what was it called and where was it? Fausto, are you able to speak? If you're having problems with the mute, I would just don't mute unless you have a very noisy computer or something like that. Fausto? Okay. Well, we'll skip you until you can figure out the microphone. So, Alexander, what are some famous amusement parks near where you live? Have you been to them? How much does it cost to enter? What rides is this amusement park famous for?
The nearest it's of course in Moscow
Hmm.
called Gorky Park.
I've heard about that. There's a movie
And
called Gorky Park.
what? Sorry,
There is a
the
movie called Gorky Park.
even
James Bond.
music band also there
Is
is
there?
in Russia.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
Gorky Park rock band. It's very big. Uh,
Uh-huh.
what famous for
It's for the name.
name? Yeah, name Gorky Park. What ride? Famous. Hard to say. Actually,
Oh,
I was there the last time, maybe 5 years ago.
Uh-huh.
It's wheel, a big wheel.
Okay.
Don't remember how
Like a
name.
Ferris wheel.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and like pretty big. We called it roller coaster, but we call it Americans. Um, I think in America you call it Russian. Uh, what is the word? Uh, Mount Russian? No,
Mount Rushmore?
no, 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 no. When you sit in wagon, and it's like a roller coaster, I think.
Okay. A roller
But
coaster. Okay. We'll go over
I
all
don't
those
remember.
vocabulary words. So,
Yeah.
okay. David, how about you? What are some famous amusement parks near where you live? Have you been to them? How much does it cost to enter? What rides is this amusement park famous for? David?
Yes, Holly, sorry for
Okay.
that.
No worries. I thought, oh no, what is it?
Uh,
The internet went out again. So,
no, it's okay. Okay. There are 3 or 4, no, just I think it's just two most famous amusement parks here in Bogota. There
uh-huh.
are the biggest one. One is called Salitre Mágico, and the other one is called Mundo Aventura.
Uh-huh.
One of them is in the southern part
Southern
of the
part?
southern part, and the
Uh-huh.
other I think is like in the west part.
Uh-huh.
I have been in both of them, but
Mm-hmm.
I prefer Mundo Aventura because that park has more rides and yes, more things that you can write on.
Mm-hmm.
The cost, well, the cost is a little bit expensive. Well,
Uh-huh.
the when you enter to a park, you have to pay a fee. That is like a
Uh-huh.
ticket.
Uh-huh.
Uh, there is a simple ticket that costs like maybe $20, or other that is with more rides. You are able to get in more rides,
Mm-hmm.
different things, and it's more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I think the normal ones, the roller coaster, the carousel, a lot of rides with. There is a one of them has a really big pool and tubes in the pool. You can throw. I
Hmm.
don't know. Top. I don't know how is the name of that.
Yeah, we'll figure them all out during the next part of the lesson.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. And so do you go to them very often?
No, actually, unfortunately, no. But I would like. I have plans to go maybe the next month, perhaps.
Okay. All right. Yeah, is it summer in Colombia, or is it year round pretty much the same temperature?
Yes, but nowadays it's really hot. Now today was I don't know, but I feel that the heat was very hard.
Like
Yes,
40 or 30 or 20 or
20. Well, we are not accustomed to higher temperatures, but I
uh-huh.
think more than 25,
Wow.
26
That's like in
was.
Finland. When we got 26, we would be dying. So,
Yes, yes, sure.
yeah. Yeah, I had heard that Bogota year round was averaged about 20 between 18 to 20 degrees.
Hmm.
And that's one of the reasons I've actually looked into moving there. So,
Yes, it's very cool.
yeah, because of weather. Oh, Fausto, he's back. Let's see if he can talk now. Fausto.
Uh,
Okay, I would suggest this is, I think Alexander ran into this too. Unless you have a very noisy background, don't mute because that might be the problem. So,
okay.
yeah, when Alexander, remember when Alexander, when you stopped muting, then you weren't kicked out as much. So,
Yes, sorry for that because I don't
no.
know, my computer stopped working. I don't know why. Maybe because
Mhm.
Chrome is consumes a lot of memory RAM.
Yeah,
So yeah, that
yeah.
is the problem here.
I had that problem yet last week where the Chrome completely stopped working, and so I had to actually restart the computer while a whole class was waiting for me. So it was like, no. And when you restart, it takes like 3 to 5 minutes, and it feels like it takes 20. So, but
Yeah.
anyway, anyway, have you ever visited an amusement park? If so, what is it called and where was it?
Okay. Yes, I have.
Uh-huh.
It's called Six Flag. It's in Mexico City. So
Mm,
when I have the opportunity to visit Mexico City, I almost I
almost
usually go
always?
there.
You'd say I almost always go there?
Yes.
Mhm. Okay. Continue.
Um, yes, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
For example, because for me that is I think that I don't know, I don't remember the name, but
Mhm.
I think that is one of the most opportunity to relax, visit this kind of park.
Yeah. Yeah. It's well, especially if you have enough money. It really sucks if you have no money. So,
Yes, especially because Six Flags is a little expensive here in Mexico.
uh-huh. Yeah, it is everywhere. But anyway, next one. What are some famous amusement parks near where you live? So near Guadalajara. Have you been
Mhm.
to them? How much does it cost to enter? And what rides is this amusement park famous for?
Okay. Okay. Here in Guadalajara, only we have one,
Uh-huh.
and it's called in Spanish Selva Mágica.
Mhm.
It's something like magic bush,
Mhm.
and uh, on, only I have the opportunity to be there like twice. Uh, it's a little it's cheaper than Six Flags, for example, but
Mhm.
it doesn't have a lot of I don't know how can
Attractions.
attraction. Yes, that's right,
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay.
How much?
And yeah,
Sorry.
go, ask me.
How much does it cost to enter? It's around uh, $10.
$10. Okay. Yeah, compared to the U.S., that's cheap, but I think if you consider Mexico, is that fairly expensive when you look at the economy of Mexico?
Mm. No, I think that a lot of people can have this kind of uh, access to this kind of park
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
it's cheaper than Six Flags. So, for example, Six Flags is only a few people can the opportunity to enter there
Mhm. Okay. Yeah.
because it's around $25.
Yeah, that's what it is in the States as well. Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have in I live, as you guys know, I live in Idaho, so we don't have a lot of uh we just we just have wilderness, I think it feels like. But we have about down in Utah, about 6 hours south, there is a park called the Lagoon, and it's this one right here. It's called the Lagoon, and it has amusement park rides, but it also has a water park, and so it's small if you consider a lot of like Six Flags, but it's otherwise it's actually quite fun, um, and it's what we did the last time we had my sister's kids were ages um, 4, 4, and 5, and for their birthdays, we left in the early morning. We left about 5 in the morning, drove down there, got there about noon, spent the whole afternoon there, and then drove back. So it was like a
Okay.
one day trip. It was a lot of fun. It was actually quite expensive. It cost about $200 just for the tickets for the five of them and then me. So, but we had a good time, and it was the kids is at their age, it was their first time ever being around in that kind of environment, and they just had so much fun. So, um,
Okay. It's very
yeah.
similar than in my situation here because, for
Uh huh.
example, Magic Bush is in the north of Guadalajara,
Mhm.
and in my case, I am living in the south. So I need
Mm.
to spend at least 2 hours by using car to get
Mhm.
there.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
hours to go to or 2 hour another sorry 2 hours to come back to my home.
Uh huh.
So you need to
4 hours in
spend
the car.
all day. Yes, you need to
Yeah.
spend all day there.
Mhm. Yeah. And I think the next time we go to the lagoon, we will stay in a hotel and go 2 days. We'll go one day in the for the attractions, and the next day we'll go to the water park. So that's the plan.
Okay.
All right. So let's look at some vocabulary related to uh, amusement parks. We've got a roller coaster, a Ferris wheel, a haunted house, a concession stand, a fun house, a water slide, a carousel, bumper cars, a scrambler, a bounce or a moon house, a petting zoo, a kiddie ride, and a concession stand. Does anybody? Oh, concession stand we have on twice. But does anybody? Do you guys know what all these are, or we need to go through them?
Uh, uh, is there any different name for Ferris wheel? I think I heard
Um,
something else. Maybe
um,
is there anything?
Different name for Ferris wheel. There might be like specific amusement parks. There might be a specific name for that particular ride.
Yes, maybe
Maybe that's
because
why.
I remember I heard, but it had different name.
Hmm.
Oh,
Holly,
in general, it's a Ferris wheel.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. In general, yeah, the general name for it is a Ferris wheel. Can anybody find the grammar mistake that I made when I made this slide? What is your
maybe
favorite attractions? This should be, because it's is, we should have one S, no S there. What is your favorite attraction from the following? So I made a mistake. Okay. So David, you had a question?
yes, I have one question,
Uh-huh.
Holly. The name of the tubes is a water slide.
Yeah, this is right here. These are slides.
Okay, slides.
Yeah, and this looks like actually more like a water park than anything,
Mm-hmm.
actually. As I look
Yes.
at it, I didn't even notice. I wonder if it's a water park, and then over here is the amusement park area. So yeah,
Yeah.
these are what the water slides. The slide is what it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay, I have a question here.
uh-huh.
What is a concession stand?
A concession stand is um, probably everybody loves the concession stand, because that's where you get buy your food.
Uh-huh.
So, um,
Okay, I got
so
it.
yeah, so every age loves this one, but especially the older people. Um, okay, any other words? A scrambler,
Maybe.
I'm not even sure what a scrambler is. I'm gonna look on Google Images. Do you guys know what a scrambler would be?
No.
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna look that up. Scrambler. Okay. I look at Google Images, and okay, I guess this is a scrambler. Still not sure what that means. So, but I guess it's a specific kind of ride. So, it looks.
Mm,
I know it's a kind of ride I can't ride. I can't ride it if it goes in circles and it goes in circles. So, the teacups at Disneyland, I cannot ride them. So, the tilt-a-whirls. Do you guys? And that's not on the list, but you guys remember what a tilt-a-whirl is?
mm,
These rides right here.
okay.
This is a kind of ride I cannot ride on. I get sick and throw up afterwards every time. So I think the first time I did that was when I was 8 years old, and so okay. So are any other words here that you guys do not know?
Yes, for example, here, teacher, what is the difference between a bounce moon house with a fun house?
Okay, so a bounce house. Yeah, I've never heard of moon house. When I found that, I'd never heard of it before, so that's new for me. But a bounce house, actually, in the States, we actually buy them. Um, people rent them for parties and stuff like that. Let me show you really quick what a bounce house is. And I guess a moon house is a um, is an example, is a synonym. So this is a bounce house. So at least in the States, people will actually rent this for parties. They'll have them come
Oh,
and they'll meet somewhere uh, and and so forth. And
okay.
now a
In
haunted house or did you say a fun house? A fun
a
house.
a fun
Okay.
house.
A fun house usually has it's like you walk into it. It isn't, first of all, it isn't plastic, right? And you walk into it, it probably has a lot of funny mirrors, and it has just things that you see that you don't normally have. This is a bounce house, though, so there might be um, it is kind of close to each other, but a lot of times with a fun house, you go in. I haven't been in one in years, frankly, but I remember there were funny mirrors. You know, the kind of mirrors that you actually can't. You don't see you see yourself as very short or very very tall, and you know those
Very fast.
mirrors, very fat, very skinny. So you have like this. You have the funny mirrors, and but that's all I remember is the funny mirrors. But I think there's other things in fun houses as well. But a bounce house is only you only jump, and only small children, ages about 10 and younger. Even though my mom plans on getting a bounce house for her husband's 80th birthday, so because he likes them, so I guess yeah, older people do use them. So yeah,
Uh, yeah.
if I'm teaching in May here, do ask me about the 80th birthday party because it should be quite interesting. So any other question? Any other words?
Uh, a kiddie ride. I think it's for kids, but
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah,
what's the ride?
it's a ride for kids. Just any type of ride that is only specifically for children.
Little
Little, yeah, little
cars.
cars. Any of the little things that only the small children can go on. And you have to be under this height instead of above this height to go on. Is the kiddie ride.
Okay.
So, um, any other words?
No.
Okay, so tell me, Fausto. Let's start with you. What is your favorite attraction from this list?
Okay,
If you,
I think. Uh-huh.
I was going to say, if you only had an hour, which one of these would you go on?
Okay, I think that a roller coaster,
Mm-hmm.
a haunted house,
Mm-hmm.
and bumper cars.
Bumper cars. Okay. So roller coaster, haunted house, and bumper cars. Have you been on any roller coasters that are, well, Six Flags, of course, they're famous for roller coasters, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Are is it with some really big, huge ones?
Yes, it has a a huge roller coaster. It's called Batman Ride or something like that. I don't remember exactly the name, but oh, that was an amazing experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how can I say playing that roller coaster because um, you you are using like a seat with your feet is in the air
Mm-hmm.
and only you are using a belt with a seat and that's it. The roller coaster is over your head.
Wow.
And, yes, but for me that was awesome.
Wow.
And I played that attraction twice uh, one day. You know.
Uh-huh. Have you guys ever gone to YouTube and watch some of the roller coasters from a bird's eye view.
Yes.
Yes.
It just it I about usually die if I'm watching it. It's like, "Arr." So
Yeah, pretty funny faces.
yeah. See, yeah. But Cornell sent me a link with roller coasters, and I started watching it, and I was getting sick, getting car sick. So, but anyway, Alexander, what is your favorite one?
Uh, I I have to choose only one.
Oh no, he chose three. You can choose
Uh,
three. You have an hour.
Now, first, I would choose Ferris wheel,
Hmm.
roller coaster, and water slide.
Water slide, okay. But of course, a water slide takes longer than an hour. So,
If one, I would choose a Ferris wheel.
yeah. Okay, you like the Ferris wheels that go around. Yeah. Um, yeah, and I like. There isn't one on here that I like. I like it's the water rides where you're not actually sliding down, but you're in a boat. Um, and like the barrels, the and you get wet a little bit. Those are the ones I like, but it's not actually on this list.
It's like a roller coaster, but with water.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Yeah.
water coaster.
Also cool.
Yeah, and those are a kick, and those are really fun. So, all right. So what we're gonna do is I want each of you to think of choose one of these things on the list, and all three of us will do this, and we'll describe what this is, but don't say what it is, and let's see if the other person can guess what it is. Okay? So,
Okay.
who wants to go first?
Describing the
Yeah.
attraction.
Uh-huh.
I can.
Okay.
Okay, Alexander, why don't you go first? So don't describe the attraction, and we will guess what you are describing.
Okay. It um, inflated by air. You can jump in it. Um, it has many colors. Uh, it mostly for children.
Okay, so it is mostly for children.
Mostly for children.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, is it correct? I said inflated. It's inflated
It's
by air.
inflated by air. Yes, that is
By air.
correct.
Yes. A bounce house.
A bounce house. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, a bounce house. And I'm actually going to take off the moon thing because I don't even know what that means. So, but okay, a bounce house. Perfect. It is inflated by air. It is mostly for children, and people jump up and down in it. Correct. All right, Fausto, can you choose one of these?
Okay. And let's start now. Um, it's like sometimes it's a dark side. It's like a dark place. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You can use a train, like a little train or something like that, when
Mm-hmm.
you are through into this.
When you go through it.
Yes, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is this kind of things usually is related with terror thing
Mm.
stuff.
Okay. So Alexander, what is it?
I not quite heard at the end, but I think
Okay.
is it a haunted house?
Yeah, I believe
That's
so.
right.
Yeah, so he said it was related to terror, and you use
Ah,
it. You use it usually right in a train when you go through the ride, and there's all kinds of little things that are supposed to scare you that it never usually does. I don't know. Have you guys been in that situation? Um, okay. Uh, let's see. This is actually a kind of a challenging activity, but in this um, in this attraction, everyone goes to their own little seat, and sometimes younger kids can sit with the parents or the older kids. And the purpose of this activity is to hit other people.
bumper cars.
Bumper car. Yes.
but but little kids just like the idea of driving, you know. But the rest of us want to hit each other. So, um, but yeah, so bumper cars. Okay,
Yeah, very very funny attraction.
yeah,
Yes.
and I think this is really fun, especially when you watch little kids on it. They just have they just really like it. Okay, so we're actually going to. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, let's create our own theme park. So, first of all, let's decide together between the three of us. What is the name of our amusement park? What are we going to call our amusement park?
Mm,
Uh, I would name it something with crazy word.
Okay,
It
so
would be crazy something, maybe. I don't
Crazy
know.
World.
Crazy world, yeah,
yes,
something
that's
like that.
right.
Okay, Fausto. So our amusement park name is Crazy World. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and where is it located?
Uh, for me, it would be coast of sea or ocean.
Okay. Um, is there like a desert island somewhere? Like
It might.
which ocean? Like a warm one or a cold one or
Warm, of course, warm. Like Miami, maybe, something like that.
maybe like near the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that the best place to be located or our own park
Uh-huh.
is like in a place with a lot of people can access to it because
Mm,
um, we need to have a lot of benefits. So yeah,
true. True. And I was thinking a desert island just because but that would be very difficult for people to get to, so it would have to be very expensive. So yeah,
yeah,
so maybe Coney Island or off of the River Thames in London or China. They have a lot of people in
China.
China.
Yes.
Where's Jin Yu? He can tell us where we could go. So a lot of people, but near water and near
Okay.
warm water.
Mm,
Thailand, maybe. Anyway, okay, so near
okay.
water and a lot of people. Okay, so what theme should we have? So it's called Crazy World. So should it be a crazy theme?
Mm,
Alexander, what do you think?
Oh, can't make up a. Um, mhm.
maybe we can use
Maybe
claws.
Is what?
Claws.
Claws?
clowns.
Yes, claws.
Oh, clowns, and
Clowns.
and and that would be fun because a lot of people are afraid of clowns. So crazy clowns.
Crazy clowns
Yeah.
using a crazy combination of clothes or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm,
How much will we charge for admission?
my suggestion here is $15.
$15.
And free if you have costume of clown.
If you, free with a clown costume.
Yes, yes.
Or will you, it's $50 instead of 15. $50 if you come with no costume, and then your costume is rated, and if it's a really good one, it's free, and if it's only a so-so one, it's 50% off. That would
maybe
be
we
kind of
Only
can
scary.
maybe we can offer some promotion, like for example, if you are a student,
Uh-huh.
maybe we can offer a low price or something like that.
Mm-hmm. That could be work. That could work. Okay. So number 5, what is special about your amusement park? Well, I mean, we're running it. We have clowns.
Mhm.
So can you guys think of something that would be special about it?
Maybe it can be rent if you want to throw a parties, for example, birthday parties or something like that. And also, for example, you if you get there in your birthday, maybe you can maybe I don't know how can I say staff people uh, can give you something special like a little slide of cake or something like that. I don't know.
Mm. Okay, so get some free food. That would be
Yes.
good. Yeah, I like that. Alexander, can you think of something that's special?
um, when it comes to some makeup, it's hard to me.
Okay.
I have bad fantasy.
Okay, so you don't have a very good imagination. So
Yes, yes,
yeah, so
unfortunately.
the word is imagination.
Imagination.
Yeah. And so in fact, you have nation at the end of that word, right? And one time, my niece asked me if something was real and where they lived, like probably a Disney person. And I said, yes. I said, well, they live in your imagination. They live in image, a nation. So, like the United States nation,
Yeah.
U.S. nation. So, okay. Do you have roller coasters? Will you have roller coasters? Fausto, what do you think?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Okay. Um, and um, Alexander, will we have a haunted house?
Yes, of course, with scary clowns.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, with scary clowns. Yes,
Yes.
scary, crazy clowns.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. All right. All right. Let's go on. Go on, and we've got some questions we can go over. Okay. So, Fausto, could you choose one of these questions and ask Alexander?
okay, let me see. Okay, Alexander, do you know of anybody who hurt themselves or die at an amusement park?
Um, Fortunately, no who died or hurt, but many stories about who throw up. It's, I think it's most popular thing.
It's true. I've done that several times.
How
Oh,
about you?
The same question for me?
yeah. How
Yeah,
about you? Yeah.
Okay,
like
yeah, for example, here in Guadalajara, we are having one smaller amusement park, uh, Magic Bush. Um, we have, I know one is one history about some group of students are using like I don't know how can I describe it, like a slide water slide.
The water slide.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, and when they are using that attraction, the barrel or something like that uh, go to the air and and slap to the ground, and some people die in that accident.
So it went to the air and it fell instead of slab to the ground, it fell to the ground and
Yes,
people died.
it fell to the ground
Hmm.
instead of going to the pool or something like that.
Hmm. Wow.
Uh,
So there's wow. That's always scary when that happens. It's like,
yes, that history is a little creepy for me
yeah,
because it something happened, you know.
yeah. I remember there was when I was in high school, I was part of the marching band, and there was a girl in the marching band who was 1 or 2 years younger than me, and she had a prosthetic limb, and I cannot remember whether it was her arm or her leg. But she had lost this limb in a carnival ride, and it was one of the swings. Do you guys know what that one is? Um,
Yeah.
where they have these swings, and she apparently it snapped, and also fell to the ground, and she and I remember during one of our band trips, we stopped at an amusement park, and I remember her saying, "Well, I guess I can't go on any of the rides because my lawsuit would would not work because apparently her family had sued the fair the people who had this attraction." So, but it was weird. I was like, "Oh wow."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. Um, all right, Alexander, can you choose a question?
What was your favorite ride or activity? Why?
Okay.
Okay. Mm, I don't know. Maybe, for example, we are having like a zoo inside of the park. So that was my favorite activity. Take a ride through the zoo because you can relax over there and you can see animals. I love animals.
Mhm.
And for me, you can uh, take a break of clean air or something like that.
Mhm. So the zoo, the zoo.
Yes,
Okay, and yeah, like the petting zoo. Okay. Yeah.
it's like yes, it's like a petting zoo, but
Mhm.
we're having a lot of kind of animals there.
Yeah, that's right. Because we had in the amusement park I went to, they had a train ride where we could see animals. It was kind of a zoo, but we went on a train when we did that.
Yes,
So
because if you are using train, it means that that zoo is large or long, or I don't know.
I I don't know. It wasn't really all that large, but it was the only way could really see the animals was by taking the train. So. But
Okay,
anyway, well, I want to thank you both for your participation, and I hope you learned some new words and phrases, and I hope you got a chance to practice speaking. And I'll see you then in another class. Thank you very much. Bye.
okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye.